Welcome everybody to UTOG Brewery and the first of the Mustangs Coaches Corner of the 2024 to 2025 season. Let's get this started with Coach Kenny. Where do you sit down? Right here. Coach Kenny, as he's coming up, he was the Coach of the Year last year. We got the Organization of the Year and the Coach of us, the Mustangs, Mountain Division champions. How do you feel about that, Kenny?
Is this working okay? All right. Good. Happy to be back. It's there's been a lot going on from obviously where we left off at the end of the Deneen Cup until now. There's been a lot going on, but the team's accomplishments at the end of last season, including the Coach of the Year is a coaching staff award for everyone there, but it comes from the guys' hard work throughout the whole season. The Organization of the Year is well represented with this team and everyone that puts the time in. That's not just the people at the game ops. That's billet families, that's volunteers, it's security, it's everyone few and far between that makes this organization what it is. So very well deserved, and I expect us to be in conversation for an award like that every single season with the commitment we have from everyone here. It's awesome. Great, successful season. We're one shot short. I think it left a sour taste for a lot of the guys that are back here. Hopefully it's fuel for the fire, because that's what we expect is to be on the right side of that shot this year.
I know the guys that are come back, they're anxious to get back and try to get it again. So they want to lift that cup up.
Yes, yeah. You don't get any closer to being the league champions without doing exactly what we did. There's nothing closer that you can do to winning the league than what happened on that Sunday. So I'm excited to get back after it. I think we got a good fresh start here. There's a lot of guys that are earning positions that will be relied on, and guys that can be a big vital part of this team to help us get back to that spot. And it starts now. A lot of the guys that have been here before know how important the stuff in September is, right? Because September and October separates this team from everyone else that scratches and claws to be this team throughout the whole year. As far as we're talking about in the standings, September and October separate you. So the start of this season is really important, and there certainly can't be any sort of team hangover in any way in mindset. It needs to be that we're ready to go for Friday the 20th, and there's no looking back.
I know that this season started already last year. Right? Last year, once our season ended, you were already halfway into looking into the boys who are our future. What all did it take to get this team put together so far this year?
There's a lot. I mean, you look at all the different aspects of this game and where our players and future recruits, prospects come from. I mean, you utilize the draft, utilize the tendering process, utilize our camps, our training camp. There's so many different ways that a guy can find themselves on this team, but obviously that recruiting process starts way ahead of time, and what you're speaking of is the efforts that we put in throughout last season to make sure that there was eyes on the right players to be here for the start of this year. And those recruiting efforts between all the staff, we have scouting staff that some of you people here will never even physically get to meet or see. Guys that are just eyes for us around the country and the globe that prioritize this team and want the best for this team with best players, best people. And between the staff and the people that are not at the rink every day scouting and finding the right talent, I think we did a pretty good job off the hop, and it's about playing the right way moving forward now.
I know we're all looking forward to this season. Tell us about what else happened this summer.
Well, a lot happened. You're talking individually? Myself?
Yeah,
So
yes.
I got married in August. Probably too long of a time coming for my wife. I already ripped a joke like that at the wedding, so I won't rip one here, but we were dating for a very long time before we got married, so she stuck through a lot with me through this hockey world, as I'm sure some of these guys that are getting into a long-term relationship, if any of you are, you will have that stage of building a very long-term relationship and ending up finding your person. And she went through a lot with me, especially in the coaching side of things. Now this is our 5th year in Utah. We lived 1 year in Minnesota together. And I was coaching for 4 years in Pennsylvania, and she was a part of all that. So
Is it different calling her your wife now?
yeah. Nothing feels different, but just saying it's different. That's all. So she's been a trooper, but she's also one of the Mustangs' #1 fans. She loves every part of this, and she's really enjoying our experience living out here in Utah and the people we've got to meet.
Is it difficult to leave her home
Tonight?
and coach the boys?
No. Are you saying on a daily basis? Are you trying to get me in trouble? On a daily basis, it's nice to go to the rink, but it's also nice to have your time with your family and your loved ones at home. So I get the best of both worlds. I'm at the rink all day with the guys, and then we go home, and I get that form of life at night as well.
All right, just making sure. I'm trying to keep this personal.
Yeah.
Trying to keep this lively. Okay, so we also had a little change in our coaching staff. We brought on Nick, who went to Provo and then now went back. How is he going to help us? What do you think he's learned from being a coach down there at Provo?
Yeah.
And where do you think he can help with us this year?
Yeah, he's been great. And I love working with Nick. He definitely brings a different energy into the room for the guys. I think he connects with them really well. He's a very good mediator between myself and them, kind of a sounding board on both sides of things. He's going to be a big help with the defensemen this year. Just working on little minute details that, again, make a big difference around the net and coming into our zone. He's very knowledgeable in the game. He has a lot of good connections on the recruiting side of things. Very passionate. I think he follows a lot of the passion that I have for the game too. So bringing him back was an easy decision. But I do think when he went over there at Provo, that was a very good coaching, growing experience for him, between head coaching the premier team and then the second season being the general manager of the NCDC team. He did a lot of great things over there, and obviously last season their team gave us a bunch of great tests throughout the year. So
Well, it's good to have him back. I know that some people have different thoughts about bringing him back after he went to Provo and then bringing him back. So it'll be a fun year to watch what he can do for us.
Yeah, he'll be great, and obviously the addition of Patrick Casper too, working with the goalies, and another fresh face to the game. Losing Soto after so long. There's good and bad in every coach or player advancing, right? I mean, as far as our program goes, we miss Steve a lot on the development that he had with the goalies and everything that he was able to offer on that side of things. But for him to try to blossom into a head coaching position, I think it was a great opportunity for him to step in when he was offered this summer with that program in Washington, and we wish him nothing but the best and obviously support him moving forward any way we can.
Can you give us any insight on Patrick? We don't know him, we haven't really met him.
Yeah, younger guy, lots of energy. Again, trying to carve a path, creating a resume for himself, being a part of this. This will be the highest level of hockey that he's been a part of for a whole season. He's worked with high-level hockey players individually throughout the season and the summers, but to be a part of an actual team on a resume, this will be the highest team that he's been a part of. But just very passionate, another individual that matches good energy with Nick and is very relatable for these guys, because he's somewhere in between as far as the age goes. For me and the boys, he's somewhere in between there. So
Perfect. Thank you. You want me to relieve you for a minute? Get a couple boys up here?
yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Thanks, Coach. So I think I'm gonna have, I've got 2 veterans and 2 newbies. But I think I'll have a veteran come up with a newbie. Let's go with Ethan and AJ. How's AJ doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Yep.
Have you ever done one of these before?
Nope.
Neither have I, so we're good at this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. No matter how we do, we're gonna do great.
Yeah.
Ethan, he's been doing this already for a while. He's used to this. Okay, so let's see. Ethan, your roommates are?
Easton Sankey and Caden Efforts.
Yeah. Who is the messiest?
Probably Sankey.
I think he is. All right. If those of you that know him, he's defense on our Mustangs team. Let's see here. I've got a couple other questions for you. I promised myself that I wasn't going to do the regular stuff, so I wrote some other questions down. All right. Some of these questions are stuff that I've written down, other ones that come off the computer, okay? If you were to win the lottery, right now, Mega Millions is at 800 million, right now. What would you buy me?
Probably a house.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What would you buy yourself?
Probably a car.
What car would you buy?
Bugatti.
Bugatti.
Yep.
Why a Bugatti?
Looks cool.
Just looks?
Yeah, and it's fast.
Okay. All right. If you were to, hang on. Would you rather fight a 1,200-pound grizzly bear or a 600-pound gorilla?
I don't really think it would matter, but
If you
probably
had a hockey
gorilla.
stick, does it matter?
No, probably gorilla.
Gorilla? Okay. What motivates you?
Want to get better every day and win, so I don't know. Just win every game, don't want to lose.
Well, nobody wants to lose, right?
Yeah. Try to beat red.
So what holds you back?
If anything, it's myself, but trying to fix that.
Great answers. Can you hear me still? There you go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Question for you. What teammate will more likely have food spilled on their chest? Have you learned them yet?
Tonger.
What teammate would more than likely trip on their own shoelaces?
Sankey.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Batavia, Illinois.
If I went to your hometown, where would you recommend that I go eat?
Nowhere.
Nowhere?
No, it's all terrible.
Small town?
No, there's just no food there, and it tastes terrible. Chick-fil-A is the best thing.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Wow. That's saying something. Okay, so how often have you come to Ogden?
It's my second time.
Second time. What is your favorite place to eat here?
I haven't really been anywhere.
No?
Nope.
So who's your billet family?
These wonderful people right here.
What's your favorite food that they're making for you?
Oh, the steak.
Steak?
Yeah.
Very nice. That's an easy one to go to. All right. What did you think about Ogden when you first got here?
I thought there was a lot of mountains.
Yeah, you don't have mountains where you're from, huh?
No.
Have you gone up there to see the snow yet?
Nope.
No. Have you gone up to the top of the mountains yet?
Nope.
Have you gone to the ski resorts yet?
Nope.
Have you gone to the Great Salt Lake yet?
Maybe.
What have you done since you've been here?
Sleep and play hockey.
There you go. How do you like conditioning?
It's not the best.
Yeah? Have you thrown up yet?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
They haven't pushed you hard enough yet.
No, they pushed me hard enough. I just haven't thrown up yet.
How many siblings do you have?
I have two.
Boys, girls?
I have a brother and a sister.
Younger, older?
Older sister, younger brother.
And you're single?
No, I'm not.
You're not single?
No.
You're married?
No.
Oh, you've got a girlfriend.
I do, yeah.
All right. Steady, Eddie? Steady?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So if she watched this, she'd be proud of you, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right, good. The Mustangs, we've got a high volume crowd. How many people have you played in front of before?
Like 500.
500, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. I've had the opportunity as an announcer to ask some of the newer players if they've ever given autographs out. How many autographs have you ever given out?
0.
Yeah. Welcome, dog. You will give them out. Start practicing so that you know how to sign on the go. Okay. There's we've got a great fan base, and we are loud and we are proud, and you will notice that when we start playing. And here's your first one coming up right here.
Can you sign my hat, please?
Again,
Yeah, oh,
welcome to the
I'm taking
Mustang.
the correct side. How about that?
Oh, he's a lefty.
Oh, you gotta put your number on. That's another part of it. This will get you trained. Okay.
We
thank you.
have many season ticket holders.
Oh, yeah, and I know one of
So
those.
I don't know if you have that in your
Chris,
hometown.
Nice to meet you.
That's Chris, by the way. Thank you, Chris.
Yep. Thank you.
Our hometown, we are proud. We have a lot of season ticket holders, and we have a great support system. So it'll be fun to see you out on the ice. What's your favorite? What's your strength out on the ice?
My speed.
Your speed.
Yeah.
Can you stop?
Yeah, I can stop.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. Any other questions for him? All right, he's done all right. Good job, AJ. Ethan, I'll let you up to that. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll take a quick break for a moment, all right? So that way your food and drinks don't get cold. All right, should we keep going? All right. As you can probably tell, we've got Max coming up next and Riley. Let's make sure that you get close to the microphones if you would.
Hello, Ogden. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. So let's get this interview started. Dave, so how long have you been working for the Mustangs?
About 8 years.
Okay. What have you thought so far?
I love it. I actually started as security, believe it or not.
Got any good stories about security? Knocking anyone out?
Not when knocked anyone out, but I did have to stop the Outliers owner and the coach and the general manager from doing some inappropriate things.
Would you care to expand on that or
I
demonstrate?
can't. But yeah, they're now on. We're now friends, and we are on great terms together now.
Were you part of that infamous fight in the bathroom a few years back?
No,
Okay. Just making sure.
nope, that wasn't me.
Good to hear.
Okay, so let's see. You are the Mustangs enforcer. Is that what I understand?
I don't know if you put it like that, but I have been in a few scraps.
After that one dropped the puck, and all of a sudden gloves flew off your hands. Talk to us about that little spiel.
Yeah, you know, we're kind of on a little bit of a mid-season skid. You know, we weren't playing our best hockey at the time, and I think the boys needed something to get us going, and the Outliers needed to be put in their place, let them know that we're not going to go down without a fight. And what better than just to go right off the draw, scrap.
There you go. All right. Okay, one of the big things that I remember from last year is I was able to be in the locker room or outside the locker room at the Idaho Falls game, and you had scored a big goal. Talk to us about that. What was your feelings about that goal?
Honestly, when you're kind of in those moments, you're not really feeling much. It's just you have one goal in mind, and that's to win the game.
That's not how you were after that. After you come off the ice, you remember how you were acting?
Not clearly, but kind of.
Pretty much, it was like the whole way off the ice, all the way into the locker room. It was pretty cool.
Was that after the win or
After the win? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right then. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Everybody who didn't make it, you missed out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It was a high emotion series. You know, we had an unfortunate goal in overtime that went the other way. Shout out Henry Lustanen. Hope you're enjoying Italy, bud. And so, yeah, we had to add on to the series a little bit, but, you know, we got done in the end.
You're from Minnesota.
Mhm.
Can you say, I got in my boat to shoot a doe with my bow?
I got my boat to shoot a doe with my bow.
Yeah.
Is that pretty
You
good?
gotta get in your accent a little bit.
I think you have to ask these northern Minnesota boys. They're more of the fisher hunters. I don't know. I'm from Edina. We're not doing much of that down there.
All right. All right. If I went to your hometown, where would you recommend that I go eat?
Probably OPH, just a killer breakfast spot. You can't go wrong with anything on the menu.
All right. You're a veteran here. Where would you recommend that I go eat while I'm here?
I'm not sure what the place is called, but there's a Philly cheesesteak spot. I think it's in Layton,
Yeah.
and it's pretty fire. They like fresh make the bread and everything. You just get like a foot long sub, and it'll leave you full.
There you go. Okay, I got another question for you. As a veteran Mustang player coming back, and you've got Riley, okay? He's looking up to you, right? I mean, not only physically, but you know, right? Everybody looks up to you, right?
Jack Barfield's looked up to me his whole life, so nothing new.
Okay, but a lot of guys will look up to you because you're a veteran. What can you do for them to have them having a positive experience here in the Mustangs?
Just pass down what past vets have taught me and showed me and how they treat me. So
What have they taught you?
just being a leader in the locker room and on the ice. It's not all about talking, but about what you do and what your actions are.
Yeah.
So just trying to lead like that.
Who has the worst tape job?
That I've ever seen, probably Dmitry Voyatsa. No tape on the stick is a bold move.
Really?
Yeah, I wonder how that guy stick a little puck, or shot, or did anything on there.
Who would, out of your team right now, make it on the America's Most Wanted?
I don't know. There's a lot of sketchy kids on this team.
I see a lot of red faces going up though, so that's what's fun.
Yeah, it's probably gotta be Bill. He's a little sketchy sometimes. Wonder about that kid, what's going on up in the head. There's not a lot, let me tell you that. I've talked to the kid a few times. There's a couple summer skates where he said he was coming, just did not show up.
So what motivates you?
I don't know, you guys start with your family, you know, they sacrificed a lot for me, and I don't want that to go to waste, so that's why I think what motivates me the most, and just winning.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I got a younger brother and an older sister.
Does your younger brother play hockey?
No, he's a soccer player.
We can transfer him over, you know.
I don't know, he starts complaining when he gets blisters. I don't know how long he would last in the sport.
All right. Yeah, and there's no flopping on the ice, right?
Yeah, Buster Simcoe.
All right. Any other questions for Max? You're lucky, Max.
Thank you guys.
All right. Riley, what made you decide to come to the Mustangs?
Coach Kenny.
Yeah? What did he have to say to you to come here?
That the place is great.
That's it? Is this your first time to Utah as well?
Second time.
Second time? You came to camp, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the first time you came, what'd you think?
Mountains were big also.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long did you stay when you came to camp?
I think 4 days.
Did you go anywhere?
Just to the rink and back, I think.
So you didn't go up to Park City?
Nope.
Have you been to Park City yet?
No.
Have you been anywhere yet?
Not really.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Keep you safe. Keep you close to the rink. That's good. How do you like conditioning?
Conditioning?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it a lot.
You're sick.
Yeah.
That's not what you told me in the locker room.
Yeah. Locker room talk's fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll keep it there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're from?
Should I say it?
Don't say where you're from. Say some other place.
Kittnersville, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And so you got a lot of familiarities with Coach Kenny,
Yes.
right? How well do you know Coach Kenny?
Not that well.
Not that well. All right. What? How many siblings do you have?
I have 4.
4.
Yeah.
Where do you fit in?
I'm the second oldest.
There you go. So you've got some younger siblings looking up to you.
Yeah, I guess so.
What are you trying to do to strive to be an example for them?
Just be a good person, I guess.
So do they motivate you?
Yes.
How do they motivate you?
I'm not really sure actually.
Have you ever given your autograph out to anybody?
No.
No? I know somebody that wants an autograph from you. How many people have you played for?
I think about like 5,000.
5,000?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good rate then.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
May I have your autograph?
Sure.
There's
Don't forget your number yet.
there's like I said, there's players that have just played for their billets and their parents. And so this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun for you to feel the energy here.
Yes, sir.
How you
Good to
doing?
see you again.
Welcome back, Chris.
Thank you. I heard my cue.
The
Alrighty, I'll see you around.
some of the fun little questions that I have. If you were forced to wear a warning label, what would it say?
Probably warning.
Warning?
Warning.
Warning what?
Like, I don't.
If you had to wear a warning
Can I
label,
answer this for them? I've known this kid for 3 weeks now, including main camp, and he's got to be injury prone.
Oh yeah. That's true.
watch out on injury prone.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got international Intermountain Health that you'll probably become real familiar with.
Yep.
Get stitched up very much.
Yeah, a little bit.
Are you going to take after him being the enforcer, or
Hopefully not.
no? Let's see here. If you had a time machine for one weekend, where would you go?
Probably like medieval times.
Yeah, why?
I don't know, it just seems cool.
So here's another question for you. If you could be a mythical creature then, what would you be?
A dragon.
I like that. What is your favorite food?
Probably lobster.
What is your pregame food?
Probably something chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice. That's pretty common. All right. Is there any childhood nicknames that we need to know about?
Not really. Just like my last name, Schmidt, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we need to know about you that you would like us to know?
I don't think so. Max, you got anything?
For sure.
Again, we are a proud Mustang family. There is a lot of, fans that come in, and we are loud, and we enjoy a good, fast game. What do you bring to the game?
Probably say like speed and playmaking.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to that. Thanks for coming up here tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, Max. Appreciate you.
I'd like to take this time to announce my commitment to Alabama.
I just figure I'll share the rest.
It's always fun hearing the boys get them in their out of their element and in front of people and answering questions that they're not used to answering, as well as I am. This is my first time hosting this. What is your expectations from these players this year?
I think the expectation doesn't really change from year to year with the program that we have here, right? Between the fans, the community, staff. Everyone's been a part of it, expects us to win every single season. So there's nothing short of that this year. I think there's enough gas in the locker room now to get us over the hump. Mentally, to start the season, I think there's a lot of excitement with that, but there's a lot of fuel from the fire from last year. And, the expectation is to get to exactly where we were, but only play 2 games and win both of them.
How do we keep our boys healthy?
The boys would probably want me to say rest days. But ultimately it's building strength, right? Building strength, reps, so your body knows what it's going to see each and every day. So you're strong in those areas for different areas of the ice, different areas off ice where the guys can continue to build their bodies up and stay away from consistent injuries, right? So to do that, you really need to take care of your body. We tell our guys all the time about the fuel, which would be your food and your water and your electrolytes and the supplement and everything else that goes into it. It's not just waking up, going to the rink and going home, right? You got to take care of your body off the ice, in the gym, on the ice, in every capacity for us to make this thing the distance.
Exactly. So what are you looking forward to for this upcoming weekend of the red and white game?
We talked to the guys this week about, earning their piece to the puzzle here on what we want to do this year, and for us to go as far as we did, we need that whole puzzle filled correctly. We can't have all the same type of players. We can't have all the same guy here. So they got to be the best at what they do to make the team. So ultimately for us on Saturday, the staff gets to basically see all these guys as a collective group one more time before it's shaped down to potentially a final product for the first game.
That's got to be tough.
Yeah.
That's got to be tough to get to know these guys and these guys getting to know each other, and then potentially have to let somebody go.
Yeah, it's not easy, but the guys know it's part of the game, and for us to build the best product we can, we're going to do that in each and every position. We're going to do that all year long, and you got to be the best at what you do, and you got to be coachable. You got to be willing to do it, and you got to put the work in every day to play at a level like this. There's other levels to play at. If you don't want to put the work in at this level and be held to this expectation like we have in Ogden.
So let's talk about the opening night.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that's going to be going on. We're going to have our Mountain Division Cup there.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about kind of what we can expect? I know that we have Lori Miller used to be the owner. I don't know if those are new. Lori Miller used to own the Mustangs before Sean and Kimberly, and her husband Dave passed away, and we're honoring her with a moment of silence that night.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also going to celebrate our win. Can you kind of give us a little lowdown on what your expectations are going to be for that day?
Well, yeah, obviously touching on that first, they're the reason the Mustangs are what they are, right? They started the Mustangs culture and the expectation of player advancement, the expectation of winning, and the success of the program. So obviously, from Sean and Kimberly and myself, we attribute all the expectation of success and stuff that we've carried through the first 4 years and now going to be 5th year with our group here. It's all attributed to them, because that culture was built here beforehand and we've just built on it. So we had a foundation. So that moment of silence is really important for our whole community here. But to attest to the value and the importance of the trophy that's in our building and that we're protecting this season, raising the banner and having all of our fans and community there to see and admire our season of work last year, being able to be put up into the rafters. That's a feeling, and that's a moment that you don't get all the time, right? There's 99% of the teams that play last year aren't having those moments. So for us to be able to share that and celebrate the wins and what we did as a group, you know, I would say wins as a team, but also as individuals with players advancing and having opportunities to play pro and college and everything else that they've gotten to play. That was a super successful season, but that's the expectation every year. So, you know, we can take that moment and enjoy it, but when that moment's over, it's about moving on, and that's history, right? And we got to be able to repeat that.
There you go. What makes Kenny tick?
Power play goals.
We gonna lead the league with that again?
Now, so last year was the first year that we didn't. We were still second or third in the whole league, but Pueblo was ahead of us last year. So, it's something about me. I like it, and it'll be figured out this year.
Okay. Every day you have a lot of different elements, a lot of different things to deal with. What makes you laugh? What brings you in a good mood besides Amanda?
Nick is he's a pretty good, like I said, I called him a sounding board earlier for being able to eat probably the players' thoughts, but also my thoughts. He comes in with some pretty good energy to practice. I think he's one that can get, not everyone can get me to laugh, but he just, something about him. Just walls break down right away and I want to laugh when I see that guy. So, what do you got, Max? Huh?
Cheetos?
Cheetos?
Cheetos make you smile?
Cheetos, I guess, there's a running joke right now with Nick swallowing bags of Cheetos constantly at the rink. Is that what it is? Yeah, he's just, during all training camp, Nick was crushing bags of Cheetos, so I guess that's an inside joke with the guys or something. But yeah, he's got, I don't know, something about him, just he finds a way to make me laugh in tough situations, tough times. And I think he does the same for the guys. I think it's a personality thing. But yeah, he's a good fit to the team.
Because it's important. It's important to be serious, but it's also important to have, a laugh every now and again.
Yeah. Nick can he finds those moments for sure.
All right. Anybody else have any questions for Coach? I was going to ask you, but I already know your answer. Where's your favorite place to eat? It's going to be UTOG Brewery, right?
That's right. Yeah. This has been great. We're happy to be here, and you can't fight against the views and the sun and the weather. This is a really good spot to be, and we're happy to be able to come back here year after year. So obviously we're really looking forward to September 20th. We expect everyone that's available to be there. Come support the boys, especially the returning players that you're getting a chance to admire their work and go, that's getting hung in the rafters and hung there for history. So that's a really important moment for our team. So we ask that any one of you guys that can be there and you're available to make sure you're there. I mean, that game should be crowded. It should be energetic for our new guys here. It should be a wake-up call of what they're playing in front of each and every night. They've heard it before, but to live it's a different story. So we're really looking forward to putting on a quality product on the 20th, and we just expect everyone to be there, just like we will be.
Idaho's coming down.
Yeah, we're excited to have them back in our building. That was a really good playoff series. We gave them a gift to get an extra game. They probably made some good money on tickets that night on the game 4, but we're happy to start the season against them, and it should be a good competitive division all around this year.
It was quite the silence when we won up there, though.
Yeah, it's always nice to silence
great.
everyone.
Yeah, it was a great crowd down Denver, that's for sure.
Yeah, we were awfully nice giving them that game 4 in the playoffs. But we could have ended it in 3. It was close. But we're new year, we're ready to go. We're excited, and September 20th is the night to get it going.
Well, I know that I'm looking forward to it. I know that each and every game, I'm the one that for those of you new players, I get to announce you coming out on the ice. I get to call, tell when Max makes the Max or Simcoe makes the sin bin, but it's been a real pleasure for me to be able to be behind the microphone on that. And for tonight, it took me out of my comfort zone again to sit in front of you again tonight. But I've really enjoyed it. Thanks, Chris. But again, we'd like to thank UTOG Brewery tonight for allowing us to be here and for being a sponsor for us and having Coach's Corner here. Yeah, thanks for coming out. Please travel home safe.